Good evening, everyone. We're continuing with 3 minutes of Tehillim. We're up to Perek Kuf Lamed, Psalm 130. This is a very well-known Perek. We just actually said it a moment ago. You'll probably recognize it. Shir Hamalos Mimamakim Krasicha Hashem. A song of ascents out of the depths that call to you Hashem. The Gemara in Brachos Daf Yud Amud Beis actually learns out a halacha from this that says, Al Yamod Adam Bimkom Gavoa V'Yispal. A person should not stand at a high place and daven. El B'Makom Namuch V'Yispal. They should be on a low place. Shenemar Mimamakim Karsich Hashem. Because you come from the depths and you call out to Hashem. That's brought down in the Shulchan Aruch. It's cited in the Shulchan Aruch in Or Chaim Siman Tzadi Sif Aleph that this halacha. I was in the Ramah Shul in Krakow, and you actually look inside the sanctuary. You can see there's steps going where you'd think usually the bima in the middle of the shul, where they read from the Torah, usually goes up. But I believe, if I remember correctly, it was a number of years ago, there's another place where the chazan was, and it was down, like there's steps down. I've been in a few shuls where I had it. I've not seen it very often, but in the Aguda shul, I believe, in Baltimore, they also have steps going down for the chazan. Anyone know it? The Altner shul in Czechoslovakia. Okay. Anyone else see it anywhere else? So 3 places in the world. So it's not so common, but I think that's it's sort of symbolic of the fact that we are reaching up, whereas as Shir HaMalos are all talking about this process of aspiration and trying to reach up from being in a lower state, in the state of let's say feeling that one's lost or one's in a low place and trying to reach up. I heard in the name of the Lubavitcher Rebbe that he pointed out that this particular Perek doesn't have any, it's anonymous, it doesn't have any specific person that it's connected to, and it also talks about this idea of the Mimamakim, and he connects it to ideas that we reach down to the deepest part of ourselves, that it's not actually influenced by any of our own personal biases, our own personality, our own flaws, but you reach deep down, you reach that point of the real, pure Chelek Elokam Mimal, the piece of HaKadosh Baruch Hu that's within. And I found a similar thought process in Rav Hirsch that he comments on the next psukim. The pasuk Dalet says, Ki imcha aslicha leman tivarei. Right, you have the power to forgive, and you are held in awe. Kivisi Hashem, kivso nafshi v'lidvaro achoti. I look to Hashem, I hope to Him, and I wait for His word. Nafshi laHashem mishomrim laboker shomrim laboker. We say this often. What does it mean? I wait for Hashem. My soul waits for Hashem from thee, or more than those who wait for the morning. Waiting for the morning. What does this mean? So Rav Hirsch puts it all together, and I think it's connected to what the Lubavitcher Rebbe said. He says, forgiveness is solely with God. He alone is capable of forgiving. The mouth of a mortal who after all is himself in need of forgiveness cannot pronounce the sinner pure. In other words, we need God to give this our atonement. And he says, taking into account all my iniquities, when we say, Nafshi laHashem, my soul is for my master, he knows everything. He knows all the mistakes I've made, and he has still chosen me for his eternal service and for his work to train all of mankind. That's Rav Hirsch's general approach, to bring a message to the rest of the world. And he has taken me as his own for this purpose. And I shall remain his. I'm like Hashem is my own master. I'm His. Even in the low state to which I have descended, right, Mimamakim, through my own fault, it is within this inalienable core of my soul that there lies in the force which will draw me up to my master. In other words, I have all that I need. And this is what I heard. I didn't see it inside, but the name of the Lubavitcher Rebbe. I just have to dig deep down within myself. I don't have to be someone else. I don't have to change who I have. All that I need. I have, my neshama is there. And therefore, he writes with such beautiful language here, even though I've fallen so far down, I have a force which in the midst of the night of my own life and from the darkness of the nights of time will help me find the light that heralds his approaching nearness, his capital H. And my own trust in the morning to be brought to pass by his coming is greater and surer still than that of the eye which looks eastward at night to watch for the morning. In other words, the watchmen are looking for the morning. They know it's going to come. They know it's happening. Every morning, the sun sets, it rises. So I'm so sure that Hashem will bring me out of this depth of my problems, but not by becoming someone different, but by finding that place within myself. Even sure I am, nafshi laHashem, mishomrim laboker, I know even more, shomrim laboker, that the real boker will come, HaKadosh Baruch Hu will bring me out into the great morning, which is the redemption. Maybe see it speedily in our day.